To tell a really great story, you have to go back to the beginning, the origins, to fully understand.
I've met women very much like myself who want to do something for kids, who care about these kids' future, and who've been doing it for years and years. I'm a newbie. I just found them. I had never heard of the Assistance League. I didn't know what Operation School Bell was, and I dare say that most people don't.
And she took the panties and held it up to her heart and said, I've never had panties of my own.
We get to see these children get nice school clothes and know that tomorrow or when they go to school they're going to be smiling and happy with new clothes and new clothes. So it puts joy in our heart.
Yummy blue baby and eating delicious.
You came to School Bell as a kid. I was like, yeah, you know, and that's why I really like to come back and like give back to the people who gave to me.
Do you think they know that you're a police officer?
We have our shirts and I wear my hat, but you know, I want to show them a different side of law enforcement.
Just the joy on kids' faces. It's an experience that they'll hold close to their heart for the rest of their lives. And I think it's so inspirational and I love it so much.
Welcome to Meet the Biz. This woman that we have on today is beautiful inside and out. And she is seriously a blessing to the world. I mean, she has a heart that is loving, kind, it's strong. She's an actress, a producer. We also have a man who is on today. He is a director, a writer, producer, a filmmaker who wants to change perspectives with his work and dive deeper into the good of mankind. Director, the producer, and the star of Ann Ask in the new documentary, A Pebble in the Pond, Ann Benson and Paul Howard.
What a great intro.
Thank you.
That was lovely.
Sometimes I feel I get too excited, but it's serious. This is how I am at, getting to see friends.
And that's the best part. We're friends.
Yeah, that is definitely the thing. So, so the two of you, where did you two meet?
Oh, I auditioned for Paul, and I didn't get the role. I'm still pissed about
it. She loves telling that story.
What role? Tell me.
Yeah, Anne came in to audition for my short, Everything As Is, and it was between her and another actor, and Anne just is too sweet. Her face is too adorable and sweet. I needed somebody who was a little bit like more, and I just couldn't with Anne. But after the audition, and after I cast the role, I just couldn't let it go because there was something, magical about Anne. And so I wrote an extra part for her, and I called her on the phone and I was like, I'm not able to offer you the role that you auditioned for, but I've created another role for you. Would you like to do it? And she was super gracious, super sweet. She said she'd love to. And really, we just started working regularly from then because I kept coming up with things and kept writing parts for her. And I was like, I just want to work with Anne some more.
Right. I love that. And then it turned into the show that you started doing, Anne.
Yeah. It did.
Yeah.
Paul asked me, what kind of show would I like to do?
Right.
And I had just come off Their Rockers with Betty White, and I love comedy, but I really wanted to do something that was more meaningful, something that would be helpful. I wanted Paul and I put our heads together and we decided we would expose good people. We would let the world know that while all this is happening around us, so much, so hard to live with, so many things that are so difficult to take on a daily basis, and now with, even more so now with the pandemic, that we wanted to do something that would brighten people's lives by bringing to them people who were doing something really marvelous, really helpful, powerful. And that's what we did, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and it is. You know, I rewatch your shows all the time because they lift me up. Of course, the first one had Performing Arts Studio West, so it's sort of like, oh, there's family. But it seems like you have all these different families in your different shows that everybody can really connect to.
Well,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I have to say, I think it was so great. Anne and you knew each other and connecting with the first episode. And Anna and I have spoke about this since. It really upped the game. When we went there that first day at the Performing Arts to chat with everybody, we were just blown away. I mean, it was such a soul-filling day and so illuminating on so many levels that it really like rose the bar for what Anne asked would become. And it's funny to look back because I just watched the episode recently also in preparation for today. And I'm so proud of it. You know, 3 years later, we did it 3 years ago, and looking back, I'm so proud of it. I think it's turned out so great, but what it set into motion was even more amazing. Like you said, we then did, you know, episode at LA Kitchen and various other episodes. Plus it led us to our feature documentary, A Pebble in the Pond, and all of it bringing in new people kind of into our world who are just as inspiring and positive and forward thinking. And it's just been it's such a pleasure to work on it because, as Anne was saying, especially with the pandemic now, it can be, you know, for all of us, exhausting. And the show has always, in my mind, been a reminder of all the good that's out there and has been out there, but also a way to inspire people to do something in their own homes, in their own neighborhoods, in their own cities. And that, as we say, creating ripples, that it can be something small and really set into motion something massive. And I think of the first episode as that way. I think of Anne and I having sushi when we had a meeting, and I said to her, I want to do something, you know, with you. What do you want to work on? And as she was saying, you know, that was just a little ripple that we started. And now to have all these episodes and the feature documentary, it's truly inspiring. And it fills me with such joy that we're out there shining a light on people doing such good work.
Yeah.
And there's another thing about it. You think that it's nice that you feel like we're giving something to the public, but frankly, it's given so much to me. I mean, take the first episode. When a young man, what sticks in my head? A young man saying, God made me the way I am, and I'm proud of it, and I'm proud to be me. I mean, wow.
That is one of the
Never forget that.
No, and I watched that last night, and I watched it again today, and that line is so powerful.
It makes me cry.
I identify with it. It was like,
I identify with it. Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And these are the things that, you know, you're talking about the ripples in the pond. These are the ripples that we need to keep doing as a humanity to charge up the good. You know, there's that good and evil and this and that going on right now. But it's like, you know, we keep having those good ripples. It's like,
yeah, and I think it's a challenge to our industry on many levels. I mean, to get a little bit more macro, I think our industry is really largely about, you know, the scandal, the sensationalism, you know, the big, the epic, the action, the violence. And I think that largely positive content or feel good content is looked at as like cheesy or lesser than. But I think that the general public is all over that. I mean, I think they like crave, not just in the pandemic and with our current culture, I think in general, people crave being reminded of the good work that's out there. And as Anne said, it's touched us personally. And we know it's touched others because we've been grateful for that feedback and to hear people talk to us, or even as we're doing another episode, to have somebody tell us about the previous episode they watched. But, you know, I think that it's a challenge to our industry that we can make content that's feel good, that is inspiring, and it can be just as worthy and just as important as, you know, the news that brings us all the bad news, because there's so much good going on in the world too. I really truly believe that it's not an act. You know, we don't do Ann Ass as like some like fake. It's my belief system. You know, I think it's Anne's belief system that there are so many good people out there doing good things. Why are we not showing them more, or at least equal to all the bad stuff that we're showing?
And I think we really do need it now. This is the time we do. You know, back in when we had World War II, and you know, they had happy movies. They had happy, you know, positive stuff going on, comedies to keep you going because you got bombarded with all this stuff, and we need more of that, especially now.
That's true.
One word that you brought up that I'd like to throw out to both of you is joy, and that's a question to both of you. What brings you joy?
Well, I've certainly found joy in every episode we've worked on. Doing the work brings me joy. Being in the moment brings me joy. Because, I mean, the whole world is blocked out and we're focused on something that we find interesting, hopeful, positive. How can that not help you get through a day like yesterday or the day before, or you know, today or tomorrow?
Yeah. I think for me, joy is obviously the work and the discovery, but it's also the reminder that what I believe, what I consider my faith, my optimism and hope in humanity in the future, I find great joy in meeting people who are living that, who prove that it's true. You know, I think it's such a silly way to say it maybe, but people have such faith in different things and gods and religions. And I think often you're not given a confirmation on that faith. You just have to have it inside. I get the joy of being reaffirmed every single time I interact with the people that we film, that I'm right, that good will prevail, that there is more good out there than negative, that people want to feel safe and loved and want others to feel safe and loved. And that's the normal, not the news or, you know, the edges of our society. It's the human kindness. It's the desire to be helpful and to be helped. And I just think that's where I find joy, is through the people we get to interact with who are doing such amazing things, and without a spotlight on them or without money. Many times we encounter people who are, you know, volunteering hours and hours and hours, like crazy hours, like full-time job kinds of hours, and they're volunteers and they're doing it for the
people
love.
we've been working with.
Right.
Absolutely, that's true too.
This is our crew. People who show up when we don't even expect them to, and give 110% every time.
Yeah, true. You know, well, one thing that brings me joy is going to Performing Arts Studio West and teaching. Of course, right now we're in the pandemic, but in a way I could bring some of them into my little box that we call a computer. And in fact, we have a few of the students that you actually interviewed. In fact, Devon, who enlightens us all, who said that wonderful quote. We have a Kaylee Versfeld, Devon Morgan, Kaylee Versfeld, and then we have Raquel Chavez. Those were three that you interviewed.
Hi, nice to see you again.
You guys too.
How are you?
Talking about you.
Good.
You gave me something to hang on to for the rest of my life. Just telling me how you felt about yourself. Everybody should. It wasn't a shame everybody isn't blessed with that kind of inner feeling. You're very special.
Oh, thank you. I really
And you
appreciate that.
touched me. Thank you.
We were talking about what you said in Anne Asked. About what the line again was.
That God made me, and He loves.
That God made me the person who I am.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
And you're happy with that, and you're proud of that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I wish everybody could feel that or feel like that.
I know, right?
Really, this would be a much better world.
Absolutely.
It will.
I think a lot of the things that are going on come out of a person who come from people who really don't like themselves very much.
I tell you, I know, right? And Kaylee Versfeld. Kaylee's there. She's been busy too. I mean, she's a nonstop advocate.
What have you been doing, Kaylee?
So I'm in this organization called Best Buddies International, and I'm their global ambassador. Like last week, we had this leadership conference, and I really enjoyed it. It's through Zoom and a few other classes. So I've been doing that. I've been doing a lot of documentary shows. Like right now, it's a pilot with Joey Travolta himself, and I forgot the name of it just now. I'm sorry, but I've been doing a lot with him lately and acting a lot. Like David said, advocating. I've been doing that with many people to be included with Best Buddies, so we are equal and that we'll all be the same. So yeah.
Beautiful.
I've been writing a lot. I do my poetry. So yeah.
You're a busy gal. You are.
That is my mom, obviously. So yeah.
Nice. Really nice.
Acting, dancing, all the above. So yeah.
Yeah. All those things that make life good.
Mm-hmm. And I also love that question, Devon, how you said it and ask too. Like God made you this. I say that all the time to my mom. Why God made me this way, and because you need extra loving in this whole family. You're a miracle, changing the world in a kind of way.
Aw. Thank you, Kaylee.
You're welcome, Devon. Miss you.
I tell you, I mean, everybody here keeps me going, keeps me breathing, and I learn from everybody. I really feel that if we're open as human beings, like we are, we can really like, oh yeah, love is it? You know, who needs the hate thing that's going on there? It's like, come on, love is the strong thing.
That's all. Love is all we need.
Well,
I think we ought to put that to music.
We have the head and the founder of Performing Arts Studio West here as well, John Paces, and he is joining us along with Raquel Chavez. So they'll be joining in, and I do want to be sure that we talk about this wonderful new documentary that you have too, Pebble in the Pond. Let's see, we have Raquel is joining. There's Raquel.
Hi, Raquel.
How are you?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
I remember that moment too, where Raquel, you asked her about her family who was not in the United States and how everything was going on. It was such a powerful episode. It's something that you could watch over and over again and go, oh yeah.
I have some family members, my mom's side, some of them here, some of them in Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
How are they doing?
They're doing fine. One of my aunts had a tumor on the foot eye. One of my aunts.
Oh my.
She's doing fine.
Good.
I heard everything. She's doing good.
Good. Good. You send her our best. Okay?
No, one of her right eye had a tumor.
Yeah.
But is she having surgery for that?
I don't know, and I didn't heard about yet.
Well, you please send her our very best. Okay?
Thank you. I will.
Good. Yeah. I hope she'll be fine.
Well, the people that we have here, the students we have here, are here because of this man here, Mr. John Paces, and I wouldn't be here too if it wasn't for this.
Hi, John.
Hey, hi, Ann. Hi, Paul. How are you guys?
Oh, nice.
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. We've kind of been keeping up with each other via social media, but it's good to see your faces, definitely.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you as well.
How are you dealing with the pandemic in relation to your students?
I'm sorry, in relation to?
Well, are you having classes?
Yes. You know what we're doing? We started, I think they shut down day programs March 20th.
Uh-huh.
And within a week, we started YouTube classes, 5 classes a day. And we have a backlog of over 350 classes now in music, acting, and dance. And then we also, and spoken word, but then we also have live Zoom classes, a new class daily. So there's, essentially 20, 25, 30, 40 classes that are going up per week. And, we've gotten used to this new normal of interacting this way. And it's at first it was a little bit strange, and now I'm finding it rather delightful because we can still provide the services, and, Devon and Raquel and Kaylee can come to class when they want to. They can either, do the pre-recorded classes anytime they want to watch them, or the live Zoom classes. It's great because, you get to see, 25, 30 of your peers working simultaneously. So, I think we're hanging in there.
That's amazing. You 25 or 30 actually watch at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah.
My gosh, normal day at the studio, we would have anywhere from 55 to 70 people.
Mm-hmm.
And, we've several times, David, for Meet the Biz classes and the type, we'll have 40 participants, watching and checking in. So it's,
oh, wow.
So far, so
That's,
it's doing okay.
And I know you were saying hanging in, John, but I think at first we were that way. I think we're thriving now with this.
I would agree.
It feels like it. I mean, we've gotten into that, like you mentioned the other day, a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Now you have your Paul and Ann, you have the new documentary out.
Yes. We have a feature film, A Pebble in the Pond, which is, we focus on the Assistance League, which is a nonprofit that has existed for over 125 years in the United States, was founded by a woman before women could vote, and in the United States, and is largely run by women now. They have 120 chapters throughout the United States. So it was a bigger story. And on the first day that Ann and I interacted, I said to her, I think this is good. I think this is a feature. I think this is the film that we've been looking for on the first day, and we just worked on it. So now we have it done, and are gonna we've been doing the film festivals slowly, but with COVID, things have been changed and weird. And so we're looking for opportunities to hopefully screen it and fundraise for the Assistance League, and then hopefully down the line get it distributed.
Now, do you have a trailer posted somewhere? I thought I had seen something.
Yeah, it's at a pebbleinthepondfilm.com.
And we will we'll have it right after this too, right after the interview.
oh, nice.
Fantastic.
Great.
But yeah, it's been great. It's been a great experience. And it's like we were saying earlier, before you guys all joined us. It's fun to think about the ripples that were created from doing that first episode. We had no idea. And here we are today, you know, having done multiple episodes, having grown our family, and have now a feature. It's just inspiring. And I wanted to say to all of you, I'm not surprised in the least that all of you are active and engaged and innovating things in this pandemic, because it speaks to all of your personalities. So I'm not surprised at all that you're all doing stuff. It's exciting, and it just is a reminder to me, and I'm sure to Anne, that, you know, this is why we feature people like all of you, because you inspire, and then you continue to inspire with your actions. So I'm just excited to be here today, to get to talk to you all again, and to have you as part of my world now.
And Paul has been inspired by you in such a way that he has come up with a new idea on how we can continue to do what we do despite the pandemic. And we're going to try to work with individuals who have a story to tell and tell it to us remotely. And that all came from our inspiration that we got from every one of you.
Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
Before we leave, I have a question for everybody. And we could even start with Raquel. And the same question for everybody. What does passion mean to you? What is your passion?
My passion means for me to spend time with my family, with my mom, with my niece and nephew. My niece's birthday is coming up soon on Monday. She will turn 8. We're making her birthday party on Saturday. We're celebrating her birthday early. We're preparing everything, cleaning the house, doing a little small party for her on her birthday. I love her. She gives a lot of energy. That's
She's
it
your
for
passion. That's beautiful.
How about you, Devon?
Who did you say?
Devon?
Well, you know, despite the pandemic that's going on, my passion is being amongst friends and family, just helping one another and just continue to thrive, you know, during this pandemic that we're facing right now, and just, you know, still communicate through Zoom and Facebook and talk about our feelings, how we feel, and what we need to do in order to get out of this quarantine. And hopefully that in the near future, we can all be together in person again.
Yeah. How about you, Kaylee?
I have so many things. All of my accomplishments, my passions. I can't even name one. But if I did, same with one said, family and friends as well. Because passion is something like, it's like if you ask for someone for a hug and it's not there to your friends, it's really difficult to face that, because in my family, I hug just my parents, not with my friends, not with my siblings, relationships with another, and it's tough. And having that passion is something that I live for every day, because it's been difficult for people with and without a disability to express themselves during the pandemic as well. And it's a bigger scale for everyone. And not being able to think with them and you're nervous around the COVID. And in the beginning, I was really scared to leave my own house. And I was terrified, and I was going to the bank, and I saw some chills, because that passion is now growing into me every day, and I'm still learning that every time, because it's difficult. It's difficult for everyone, and it's been hard. People are getting really nervous about it. So I'm really passionate about being healthy. and staying outside of that. And especially with my public speaking, I can't even travel with that studies with that. And it's been tough for many people like that, being healthy, being safe. And I want everyone to feel the same way. That's what I feel. And that's what passion is. Passion is me. Friends are family to me. And that's my life.
John.
That's what I like.
Let me see. Oh my gosh. My family in the studio in equal amounts, you know, just continuing to work with everyone, continuing to provide a platform for people to be creative and continue to be creative and come up with new ideas. And I have to say, I've been amazed at the output that our instructors have done over the past 3 months now. Is that how long it is? We went down in March. April, May, June, July. We're coming up on 5 months. So it's, you know, it's crazy. But being able to see the creativity that everybody still is able to generate, and seeing you guys, you know, our participants, being able to respond to that fills me up almost more than anything else. So studio and my family, that's what I'm passionate about.
I think with me, it is the community, just this community of people that I call my extended family and my family. Yeah, I think that's my passion too. How about you, Paul?
Oh, I would say my passion is to keep learning and being inspired. I think as long as you're interested and you want to keep learning, then life is a grand place because there's so much more to discover and see. So I'd say my passion is learning and continuing to be inspired by all the people and all the things out there that are so inspiring.
Anne, ask Anne.
I'd like to think that I'm allowed to, at my age, I find that whatever I decide I want to do and I care about, I want to do it with passion. That means when I interact with my family, when I am with my friends, when I'm doing work that I love to do, when I volunteer, if I can stay in a groove where passion is my force, then I'm a happy camper. I'll be happy as long as I still have that verve, that desire to interact, to learn, to be with people, to live my life. And I hope to have it for at least another 10 years.
L'chaim.
Thank you to life.